Virgo, this is your week ahead astrology forecast from Astrology Motivation by Born Without Boundaries. In this video, we're going to go over the major planetary aspects and transits that are happening between April 14th and April 20th. So this week, that span of 7 days. And we're going to review how all of that is impacting your natal suns. I don't know where your natal suns are. I just know they're somewhere in Virgo, but you will know exactly where they are if you have your natal chart. It's easy to get if you don't have one. All you have to do is just search it on the internet, free natal chart, and then have your birth date, which you already have, your birth time, and the place that you were born. Plug that information in and they'll generate a beautiful natal chart for you for free, and you'll see where your sun is located within the zodiac sign of Virgo. The zodiac sign of Virgo covers 30 degrees on the 360 degree zodiac wheel, which is a full circle. And so your natal sun is located somewhere in those 30 degrees. If your natal sun is located between 0 and 9 degrees of Virgo, you are in the first decan or group of 10 degrees of Virgo. So you are Virgo ones. If your natal sun falls somewhere between 10 and 19 degrees Virgo, you are Virgo 2s. And if your natal sun falls between 20 and 29 degrees Virgo, you are Virgo 3s. Definitely check out the whole reading because a lot of times you're on the cusp of those decans, and so you're getting energies from both sides. I'm going to start really broad with the big things that are going to impact everybody, and then I'm going to go to the things that are going to impact all Virgos, and then we're going to whittle down into the exacts, like how they are impacting your natal suns. I do have something to show you though. This is my new hat. So this has got Cancer on it. I didn't get the Virgo one, but the Virgo one is available, and that's embroidery. That's not like crusty printed on stuff. It's so beautiful. Imagine this with the Virgo glyph on it, with the Virgo zodiac symbol. Isn't that amazing? I also have, this is available in white and black. I also have these shirts. They're so much fun, and they're available in black and white as well. And then of course the pants. This is sweatpants. They're so cozy and thick, really comfortable and cozy. And this is available, I think, just in white, FYI. But I hope you can come to my store, www.bornwithoutboundaries tarot. Go to my website. My shop is in my website. It's also on my Facebook page, Born Without Boundaries Shop. You could just get to it from there too on the marketplace, but I have more stuff. I have more things to, like more stuff, like the pants are available, the hats, the shirts are all available on the website. So check that out. Just wanted to make a brief little plug there for myself. So what are the big things that we need to discuss this week? Well, number one, there is a double moon, which is a second new moon in the same zodiac sign. So the sun stays in the zodiac sign for a certain amount of time, and there's usually one new moon. This only happens about every 3 years or so. So it is rare. It's not unheard of, but it is not necessarily common. It certainly doesn't happen all the time. And what a double moon is the second new moon in the same zodiac sign. It means that the sun and the moon have conjuncted each other twice when the sun was in twice during one season when the sun was in one zodiac sign. So we have this sort of rare event that's happening on April 20th, 19th, 20th, depending on where you are on the globe. But in conjunction with that, we have the solar eclipse, because this new moon that is conjunct the sun is also creating a solar eclipse. So what's going on there? Well, this is eclipse season. This is when we begin. You're going to start off, we're not going to be able to see this from the States or from Europe, but if you're in places in India and Australia, lower India and Australia, you will be able to see the solar eclipse. Like up here for us, it's going to be nighttime. We're not going to see anything. But for them, you guys will be able to see first a ring around the moon, like a sun ring. It's called an annular eclipse. And then the moon doesn't get bigger, but it gets closer to the earth, so it appears bigger. So it'll be a total eclipse to completely block out the sun. And then it'll morph down again into an annular eclipse. which means that you're going to have quite the visual spectacle if you are down under, and you're so lucky. So if you take any pictures or videos, give me the link, send me the link, and email it to me. I would love to see. It's going to be beautiful. Wear that protective eye gear, follow the instructions that people give you, but I think it's just going to be such a beautiful thing to see. What does that mean astrologically? Well, let's keep going, and we got to say something else here. This new moon is even more special because it is conjunct Jupiter and it is square to Pluto. So it's got a superpowered, jam-packed energy of change and progress, and by doggone it, I am gonna have growth. I'm tired of the toxicity. I'm finished. I'm purging all the toxicity that's getting in my way so that I can actually have room for the beautiful new start that I am being blessed with at this time. Getting rid of all of those horrible things you think about yourself, or the guilt that you felt about yourself, shame, not that you should, but if you feel it. It's like legitimately cleaning out the crud from your... So I'm going to say this to you guys, Virgos. This is for real, like an astrological colonics. It is cleaning out the crap that has stuck to your insides for ages and gotten in your way. And that plug is about to be popped out. Intense. So, what else is going on? Well, this week we also have Mercury, which is your ruling dignitary, so it's definitely going to impact you. Mercury is conjunct to Uranus all week. Now, Uranus is the higher form of Mercury. Mercury is practical intellect and communications, day-to-day communications. Uranus is genius intellect, outside of the box, innovative brilliance. But through mathematics and technology through mathematics to sort of create technology or create massive breakthroughs. When the two are conjunct, this is when brilliance can actually come into the 3D real world practicality. This is when a breakthrough happens, a message is shared, some sort of huge technological discovery, technological breakthrough, or huge scientific discovery. So not such little stuff. How it's going to impact you? You're going to be brilliant this week. You're going to be thinking in ways that you never thought you were capable of thinking. If you ever wanted to take a test, take it now. I mean, this is exceptional brain energy, exceptional intellect. Now, all week long, Jupiter and the Sun are conjunct. By the end of the week, the Sun and Jupiter will have pulled a little bit away from each other, but Jupiter and the Moon will be conjunct during the new moon, where the moon is basically right in between Jupiter and the Sun during the new moon. But all week long, we have Jupiter conjunct the Sun. That's expansion and growth of yourself, of who you think you are, of the way that you see yourself. People could get big-headed, people could get really cocky, but they could also understand what their potential is and have a lot of courage. So it just depends on how people are using the energy. We're going to dig down into how the energy is going to impact you. But first, Mercury. Mercury, like I said, is conjunct Uranus all week long. It is going to move between 15 and 17 degrees Taurus. Now, that's pretty slow for Mercury, so let's just say this. Mercury is slowing down because Mercury is going retrograde on the 21st. And if you guys hadn't already felt it, I'd be surprised. By that new moon, Mercury will become stationary, which means it'll look like it's just not moving at all. And that's when it's starting to grind in the other direction. And that's when a bunch of sludge and a bunch of information and a bunch of discoveries comes up. So the 21st is going to be a huge day. And yes, you guys are absolutely going to be impacted by it. The whole time Mercury is conjunct Uranus and it's sextile to Mars, which means everything that you're thinking and understanding, it's like for motion, opportunities to move forward and make progress and take action. These are brilliant discoveries. These are aha moments that I don't think you realized before, and now all of a sudden they come to you. So Virgo ones, how is all this energy impacting you, and what's impacting your natal sun? So Virgo ones, you are definitely August Virgos. If you're a Virgo born in August, you're a Virgo one. Your natal suns all week long are square to Venus, so there could be some tension with finances, as well as your value systems, how you feel about yourself, how you feel you look. Like, don't go changing anything about your look or giving anybody any kind of fashion advice this week, because there's it's a tension there with Venus it's not a good thing. You will also feel more insecure, so you might try to overcompensate by going overboard, doing too much, or spending too much. It will not work out well for you, so just try to breathe through those impulses. Also, if you are in a relationship, there will be tension between the two of you this week. Could be over money, could be just over the way somebody's talking to you, because Venus is in Gemini, or you're not hearing what you need to hear or what you want somebody to say. I was going to say this. If you're just starting to date, don't. This week it's not great, and you're not going to meet anybody that you're really going to find attractive, to be honest with you. Now, a longer term transit or aspect that your natal suns are experiencing is the relationship with the nodes. Your natal sun is, I'm reading it, yeah. I had to write it down. Your natal sun is trine to the north node, so you're actually wanting to look forward to the future. And sextile to the south node, so you're getting energy, or there's opportunities for you to make a harmonious future because of the work that you've done, or who you were from the past, what you've learned from the past. That's a very harmonious and sort of turning that corner in your life, and you're happy about it. It's almost like you're rushing toward it. You're rushing toward it, but you want it. You're welcoming it. Or you're starting to feel that you're a little bit smoother now, or a little bit more harmonious. If you've noticed this change in your life, Virgo, this is the energy. The stuff that you used to love, you don't love anymore. You're actually going to the opposite. That's you heading toward your north node. Example, personally, my north node is in Virgo, and my south node is in Pisces, because they're polar opposites. I always wanted to live around the water. I always lived around the water. I always lived near a beach. And suddenly I'm drawn to living around mountains and hills and being landlocked. You're going to realize and start to realize what you used to want when you were younger is not what you want anymore. It's the other stuff that you were getting comfort from. And that's how you know that you're walking toward your north node and you've turned a huge corner in your life. Another long-term aspect with your natal sun is opposition to Saturn. And that's really only for those of you who are born at the very, very cusp of Virgo and Leo. There's just this constant tension or constant push that you're feeling, like pressure. It feels like pressure from authority figures, from contracts, from obligations or commitments that you have, and maybe even some extreme cases, the law. Constant pressure. It doesn't mean anything necessarily is going bad, but it's just not comfortable, and you're always feeling pressure from it. This is going to help you understand how to deal with conflicting ideas and conflicting situations. It's just strap on your hat because it's going to be a long ride. Saturn is going to be in this position for another year. FYI. Virgo 2s, your natal suns are sextile to Mars. What does that mean? It means that there's physical. It's like you're physical. It's like you have physical prowess, physical energy. You'll feel more energized this week, and you'll feel like being physical. It's a great time to take opportunities with your body, to get into your body and work through your body And it's almost like, you just might get a lot of, you might get a lot of opportunities opening up to be more physical, could even be more sexual, just FYI, or to take action on something that's important to you. And then you'll have the stamina to do it. You have a trine to the Mercury-Uranus conjunction. That's amazing, because for you guys, this is where it's the most brilliant. This is where it's the most exceptional. This is where you guys might be part of the actual breakthrough. There is a sense of even I told you so, or I knew it, or proving yourself to be correct in a genius, brilliant way. It's harmonizing with everything that you felt coming but maybe weren't able to prove, or it finally something happens that you can finally bring it all back into harmony because of what you've realized or what you've discovered. And then, and this is long term, your natal suns are quincunx to Chiron. So your self-esteem has been compromised for a while, and it will continue to be something that ends up frustrating you in every situation. It's trying to teach you to love yourself better and to find inspiration from your imperfections, instead of constantly trying to resist them or change them or making them go away. Accept them, embrace them, and see how you can prosper and grow through them. Now, Virgo 3s. Your natal suns, if you are born at the extreme end of Virgo, so Libra cusps, your natal suns are opposite Neptune. Not the extreme end, actually. I think basically all of you are opposite Neptune. This is a long-term transit. It's been happening. It's almost a sense of dreams won't leave you alone. Creativity or faith, something about your faith system or the faith that you used to have, or looking for what you believe in, just challenging you at all times, not letting you rest. But that's a beautiful opportunity for self-discovery that's going to be happening over these next few years. If you embrace it and open yourself to it in curiosity and delight yourself in the challenges that come from it, you could learn a lot from it, actually. This week, your natal suns are going to be quincunx to Jupiter and the sun, as well as the new moon, which means there's some frustrating energy that is going to be dug up from this new moon. There's also a sense of some tension or maybe some obstacles with whatever newness this new moon is trying to bring. It's not that you don't want it, it's just that there's a bunch of shit in front of it that's going to take more time to move. Just an FYI. This will defy your current comprehension. Okay, so that's what I wrote down, and I want to share that with you guys. I got almost like an intuitive message of the frustration is going to come from what is happening and what is coming, being birthed and becoming real. You're going to have trouble accepting it because it defies your understanding of reality. So that's how big this news or these messages could be for you guys. And then long term, and this is just Libra cuspers, your natal suns are trine to Pluto. So you are primed and ready and can only find harmony through extreme endings and allowing the new beginning. It's going to frustrate you, but this is one of those moments when you're going to have the opportunity to rebalance your life with something exceptional. Let me know in the comments below how all this energy is impacting you, and definitely subscribe to the channel so that we can grow together. Also, I have a week ahead tarot card reading for Virgo every single week on Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Come join me there and enjoy yourself. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.